Hi there, welcome to Tuesday's market commentary. Here's a chart of the S&P 500. Top corner here we have Dow down here today about 76 points, NASDAQ down about 65. The NASDAQ was extremely weak all day today. In fact, the Dow was trying to hold up at one point. The Dow was up about 220 points and the NASDAQ was down 4 points. So big difference between the Dow and the NASDAQ today with the technology trying to sell off. S&P 500 down about 5 points, which even though all three were red, really wasn't that bad of a day considering the fact that we were up 936 points on Monday and Tuesday have just a slight day. Even though we opened up and rallied up almost 400 points higher at one point at the very first part of the open, to only come back and close down 76 points after just a monstrous day on Monday isn't really that bad for the market. So what that's telling me is a good chance that we might have just a little more pullback, but overall the markets aren't real weak here off what we saw. So maybe before the end of the week we could start to bounce back up again. So I'm looking for maybe a little bit of selling Tuesday or Wednesday, not a whole lot, hopefully, and then some more buying on Wednesday, on Thursday and Friday, heading back into the weekend, but kind of bounce back up a little bit. So S&P 500, let's see what we have here. We've got support down here around 845, right down in through here, 845, and we're going to call first level resistance here at 1040, which is pretty much the highs of the day coming through here. You can see right over here at the highs, right about 1040. So we're going to call resistance 1040, highs of the day, and support down about 845. MACDs are starting to turn a little higher here. That's a little bullish. So I'm going to go short term, maybe a little bit more neutral. I really think we're going to have room to bounce. Maybe sell off Wednesday, maybe a little bit Thursday, and then start to bounce again, maybe late Thursday and then Friday. That's just a hunch there, but we'll see what happens with it. So I'm going to go short term, a little neutral, because we are in a downtrend, but we should start to bounce here. And I'm going to go longer term, still bearish longer term, because we haven't really started making higher lows yet and higher highs. So as soon as we start to drop and then we come up, we have a high and then come up through here. Now we're starting to make some higher lows and then some higher highs. At this point we can start to go short-term bullish. But right now all we've got is just lower lows all the way through here. So short-term or long-term I'm still bearish. Short-term I'm going to go neutral because I'm still expecting a little bit more of a bounce. All right, let's take a look at the NASDAQ and see what that one looks like. And here's a chart of the NASDAQ, which was down 65. NASDAQ was really bearish day, even though it gapped open, looked really strong at the open, just sold off all day, and then just barely came back up and closed up off the lows of the day. We got support down here around 1545, and we're going to call resistance right up here at the highs of the day, which is just about 1900 here. We're going to call that our resistance, about 1900. Short term, we've got MACDs right here, both starting to turn higher. Histograms are turning higher. MACD lines almost crossed down at the bottoms here. Short term, we'll go a little bit more neutral, because I do think we have room to bounce a little bit, even though we had some pretty good selling today. We are in earnings season coming up. But I think that we're going to start to see maybe a few earnings surprises because everybody's expecting just the worst. So we might have a couple positive surprises during earnings season. I'm going to go short-term neutral, see if we get a little bit more of a bounce before the end of the week. And longer term, I'm still going to be bearish as we've broken down through support levels and we're still making some lower lows through here. So longer term bearish, short-term neutral means that I'm not really expecting selling all the way back down what we had here, but maybe a little bit of selling, a little bit of buying going on with support 1545 and resistance at 1900. Okay, I hope that helps. Keep an eye on news. News does have a tendency to change everything, and we just started earnings season, so start looking for some more volatility on some of the stocks, but maybe not so much market-wide, but maybe more stock-wide.